Election day for the recall right around the corner, and across the state, candidates and the governor are making their final pitch to voters. Over the last month, we have reached out to all the high-profile candidates. Yesterday, I caught up with Republican State Assemblyman Kevin Kiley, and here is our conversation. We are now less than a week out from the recall election, and we have been spending some time with some of the viable candidates to replace Governor Gavin Newsom should that recall succeed. We are joined now by Republican State Assembly member Kevin Kiley of Sacramento. Kevin, welcome.
Thanks. It's great to be with you.
So what are the odds, do you think? Because the latest polling is showing that the governor staying in office is looking more likely. What are the odds you think that this might succeed at all?
I think we got a real shot. I've seen polls that show that it's a statistical tie. I've seen polls that show different things. What I'm seeing on the ground is an unbelievable level of energy and enthusiasm to bring about the sort of change that California needs. And so, I think it's just vitally important over the last week here that we do everything we can to get our message out that this is a golden opportunity to reverse California's decline and to set our state on a whole new course.
Well, as you know, some outsiders, Larry Elder, John Cox, they say we're going to get in there, we're going to fix things. As a politician, how do you approach your drive for this position?
Yeah, well, I certainly do think that we need to have more folks from the outside, from the private sector who are running our state's agencies. But the problem is that you bring folks like that in, and what they'll see is there are a lot of political barriers to actually running the government effectively. What I've seen over the course of my 5 years in the California legislature is that our state government is fundamentally broken. And what has broken it is political corruption. And so what we need to do is to return our state government to one that is of, by, and for the people, to restore integrity to state government. And having been there for the last 5 years and fighting against the corruption and the dysfunction at our Capitol in every way I can, I know exactly what the problems are and how to go about fixing them on day one. And that's really important because whoever wins this election is only going to have 1 year until the next election. And so is going to need to move quickly and aggressively to make clear progress that people will feel in their lives so that by the time the 2022 race rolls around, people will have a very clear choice between continuing down this path of improvement and renewal or going back to the corruption and failure of the past.
Well, what is the biggest problem that you see that our state has, and how do you go about trying to fix that on day one?
Well, the biggest problem is we have a government that doesn't actually serve the people. It's a government that's grown bigger and bigger, more and more controlling, that spends more and more money, yet the quality of life in our state continues to get worse. We have the worst homelessness, we have the worst poverty and inequality, and some of the worst failing schools and crumbling infrastructure. And so that's what we've grown used to in California. We sacrifice the most and we get the least in return. And it's what we've seen during the COVID-19 era, where we've had the worst lockdowns, the worst school shutdowns, the worst level of government coercion and control of any state. And yet overall, we've had, I would say, the worst COVID-19 era outcomes of any state. And so there are a lot of ways in which we need to go about fixing our government, but the most important overarching theme of my campaign is that a successful recall is about the people of California reclaiming control of our state. And if we're successful, I'll make it very clear that the era of corruption is over, and we're going to revive the idea of a government that serves the people and restore integrity to state government.
Well, you have tremendous support in your district in Sacramento, but statewide, you're only polling between 2% and 5%. Is there any way to make up that ground?
Well, sure. I mean, we've seen really encouraging signs in the polling. I only entered the race 2 months ago, and we've continued to gain ground. We've seen recent polls where I'm now second among the Republican candidates. And so we're continuing to get our message. Our support is growing every single day in all parts of the state. We had in San Diego a huge rally that hundreds of people showed up at. And so the momentum is certainly on our side. And I'm very confident and hopeful that we're going to do really well on Election Day. So we're just trying to reach as many people as possible this last week to, number one, vote yes on question 1, and on question 2 to find my name, Kevin Kiley.
Republican State Assembly member Kevin Kiley of Sacramento, thank you very much for spending some time with us.
My pleasure. Thank you.
And a reminder, ABC 10 News is your source for the special election on September 14th. We'll have coverage throughout the day and into the evening right here at ABC 10. You can also stay up to date on your favorite device like Roku, Fire TV, Apple TV, your computer or phone. To watch, just download the ABC 10 News app or go to 10news.com for important stories on the biggest issues and all the top candidates.